Imagine that even when life is rough, you can still be a calm harbor where no storms can get in. That's the power of building good judgment and emotional strength to handle the unexpected. This video, based on the 10 key principles of Stoicism, will show you how to create a state of calmness where nothing can disturb your inner peace. Why is there a difference between being able to control your thoughts and not being able to control external events? As Epictetus said, some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us. To find inner peace, we must focus only on what we can control through wisdom and willpower. Interpreting objective events through hardships and weaknesses disappears, showing the free spirit of a person living in harmony with the laws of the universe. This lets reality develop without any inner obstruction. Follow us on this journey in today's video with the 10 Stoic principles to stay the same and let Epictetus' Stoic philosophy lead the way, a new path for you where you learn to actively grasp the key to inner peace, no matter what the outside storms are like. But before we start, as usual, I have a challenge for you. Watch until the end and don't miss any of these 10 important principles, just one of them could change your life forever. Principle number 1, clear goals. Epictetus said that problems show what kind of person someone is, and the harder the problem, the more honor there is in overcoming it. Pilots get their name from being good in storms and tempests. This sentence isn't just a theory, it's a call to action. When you know what you want to achieve, the world seems to get smaller, and huge problems seem like small steps. You can't lose the inner strength you find in this process. A strong purpose isn't something you just happen to find, it's something you craft by thinking deeply about what matters to you, or not just your career goals or personal achievements, but also the principles and values you want to spend your life pursuing. Once you have a strong purpose in your heart, you need to work hard to protect and grow it. Your strength in the face of trouble comes from sticking with your goals and not giving up. A clear purpose is like a lighthouse in the dark, it guides you and holds your soul firmly in place. When life throws you curveballs, your clear purpose is what keeps you from falling into the sea of feelings and tough situations. In the end, having firm goals isn't just good advice, it's the key to mental strength that can't be matched and the power to face and beat any task. These ideas are at the heart of Stoic thought. They are not only a set of rules for living but also proof of the power of will and a clear goal. Nothing is impossible, and nothing can break your strong spirit. For both personal and business growth, it's important to set clear goals. Having clear goals gives you direction, motivation, and a sense of purpose in your life. Whether you're trying to be successful in your job, your personal growth, or something else, this lesson on the importance and key parts of setting clear goals can be summed up in 5 easy points. Clarity: be very clear about what your goals are. It's easy to get lost and confused when things aren't clear. Make sure your goals are SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Goal setting: not all goals are the same. Find the most important ones and put them in order of importance. This helps you make good use of your time, energy, and resources. Break it down: it can be scary to set big goals. Split them up into smaller jobs or milestones that you can handle. This makes the journey less intimidating and makes it easier to see how you're progressing. While clear goals can help you stay on track, it's also important to be able to change your mind when necessary. Things could change, and you might need to adjust your goals to reflect that. Being adaptable helps you deal with problems while staying on track. Regular review: look over your goals every so often to make sure they are still important to you and in line with your overall aims. Think about your growth, celebrate your successes, and make any changes that are needed. This ongoing review holds you accountable and keeps you moving toward your goals. Implementing these ideas into your goal-setting process will improve your capacity to convert your hopes and dreams into real achievements. Principle number 2, would you give your body to a stranger? Think about it, you would never consider giving someone you don't know and trust control of your body, so why do we let random thoughts and lies take over our minds so easily? When we let other people's opinions affect us, we are basically giving them the key to our happiness and peace. Mind control isn't just a skill, it's an art. When someone hurts us, it's natural to feel angry and want to get back at them. Start with what you do every day, make little plans, and to boost your confidence, try to reach them every day. You can start to understand your emotions better and live in the present moment. As you learn that you have the power to choose how to respond to any situation, you will slowly become stronger against problems and stop letting bad feelings affect you. Imagine a baker who works hard every day to improve their skills and doesn't care what other people think about them. This baker doesn't let outside views affect how they do their work. With patience and control, the baker not only gets better at baking, but they also find true freedom and inner peace, and they can handle any judgment with grace. Stoic philosophy isn't just a school of thought, it's also a powerful tool that can help us deal with and get through everyday problems. By learning to control our thoughts and emotions in a healthy way, we can find real peace and freedom in a world that is constantly changing and uncertain. We can't help but be gossiped about and judged by others, but have you ever wondered if the sting of hurtful words really defines you, or if it's your strength and inner peace? This story isn't just about how to deal with mean words, it's also about soul freedom and what it means to not be bound by other people's views. When talking about personal boundaries, the question of giving your body to a stranger is a powerful way to show how important it is to set limits and love yourself. Even though it seems crazy, thinking about this situation can help you understand the subtleties of consent, liberty, and self-preservation. Know how much you're worth. Your body is a sacred object that needs to be respected and cared for. Take a moment to understand your worth and protect your right to choose who can see it. The key is consent. Consent is an important part of having good relationships and interactions. Make sure that all interactions, physical or mental, are based on mutual respect and agreement. Set clear limits to protect your physical and mental health. It's important to be clear about these limits and stick to them, even if it means telling other people no. Accept your gut feelings, pay attention to your gut feelings, and accept them. If something doesn't feel right or if you think you might be in danger, put your safety first and leave the situation. Self-care is not optional, put your health and well-being ahead of everything else. This means prioritizing your mental health, social needs, and physical health. Remember that taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's necessary for happy relationships and a fulfilling life. By making these principles a part of your life, you give yourself the strength to handle life's challenges with self-confidence, respect, and a strong commitment to your own limits. Principle number 3, if someone talks badly about you. Epictetus once said that we can't change other people's thoughts or actions, but we can change how we react to them. In today's world, this means accepting that everyone has their own ideas and values, and they may not always agree with us or act the way we want them to. In the same way that Christ told us to love our enemies, we are told to be patient and open-minded about different points of view, even when they are at odds with our own, so that we can live a life that is not divided. When you're sure of the road you've chosen and the reason you chose it, when other people say mean things, they lose their power. Lastly, we need to learn to be patient and kind so we can handle insults and arguments without letting them get to us. Being patient helps us stay calm and not respond quickly or badly, and being gentle helps us keep good relationships with other people even when they disagree with us. The lives of saints and artists who endured insults and harm with patience and kindness while staying true to their path show us how to do the same. When we focus on personal growth and resilience in the face of challenges, we not only make our own lives better, but we also inspire those around us. Remember that true power doesn't come from controlling what other people think or say about us, but from controlling how we let those things affect us. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Your story could help other people find strength and courage. It can be painful and hard to deal with when someone says bad things about you, but how you handle these kinds of events can have a big effect on your health and relationships. When someone says bad things about you, here are 5 simple things to think about. Stay calm. Reacting emotionally or hastily can make things worse. Before you answer, take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. Remember that staying calm helps you think more clearly and act in a reasonable way. Take a look at the situation. Before you do anything, look at the situation and the person's words to see what they mean. Take a moment to think about whether what they're saying is true or just mean rumors. Figuring out the reason can help you decide what to say. Pick your answer carefully. Choose whether you need to deal with the problem directly or if it's better to ignore it. If you need to answer, be sure to do so with grace and humility. Avoid arguing or defending yourself. Instead, make sure the record is straight or respectfully correct any wrong information. Focus on your good traits. Remind yourself of your good traits, accomplishments, and goals. Don't let the bad things other people say about you affect your sense of who you are. Spend time with friends, family, and things you like to do to keep your sense of self strong. Learn and grow. Use the experience to get better as a person. Whether or not the criticism was fair, it can help you learn more about how people see you. Take this chance to grow and, if needed, make changes. By keeping a cool head and taking the time to think before reacting, you can protect your mental health and handle similar situations with grace in the future. Principle number 4, memento mori. Epictetus told us, death is nothing terrible, except the belief that it is terrible. This means that the fear of death comes from our thoughts, not from death itself. He says that people should realize that death is inevitable and not worry about it because it's part of the way things are. Seneca the Younger, who lived around the same time as Epictetus, said that we should memento mori, which means remember that you have to die. This phrase is often linked to Stoicism because it reminds us to think about how temporary life is and live fully, without regrets, and with purpose. In a world that is always changing and uncertain, where life can change in the blink of an eye, this philosophical thought is very useful. It shows us that we can find true freedom and inner peace by accepting our mortality. This means accepting the shortness of life, not out of despair but as a call to action to live more fully and with more meaning. This way of thinking encourages us to prioritize what is really important to us, to let go of fears and hesitations, and to live in the present moment, fully enjoying the life we have been given. It's not a morbid thought, it's a freeing one that helps us face the truth of life with bravery and poise. The idea of memento mori, or remember you will die, is a powerful reminder of how short life is. It can have a big impact on our lives, helping us focus on what really matters and live with intention. To accept this Stoic idea, think about these simple points. Appreciate each day. Knowing that our lives are limited helps us value each day and make the most of it. Take time to enjoy the small things in life and be grateful for the people and experiences that make it worth living. Find out what really matters. Memento mori helps us think about what's really important to us. Take a moment to think about what you care about most, whether it's relationships, personal growth, or making a difference. Use your time wisely. Knowing how short life is, we should make the most of the time we have. Avoid wasting time on things that don't help you reach your goals and put your time and energy toward things that are meaningful and rewarding. Get rid of worries. Thinking about your own death can help you put your worries and fears into perspective. Focus on what you can do to make your life better, and don't worry too much about things you can't change. Find peace and balance. By accepting that life will end, we can find a deeper sense of peace and satisfaction. Accepting this truth helps us face problems with a calm attitude and gives us the ability to live a more balanced, purpose-driven life. By making these rules part of your daily life, you can live more fully and with more purpose, making the most of every moment and making the most of the life you've been given. Principle number 5, ask yourself, what would Socrates do? Epictetus said, Socrates never said anything more humble than, I know nothing. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, is known for his wisdom and humility. He thought that real wisdom came from knowing that you didn't know everything. This kind of thinking encourages us to look for the truth all the time, to question our assumptions, and to learn from others. To think like Socrates, we have to be honest and open to the idea that we don't have all the answers. This humility is the foundation of a real search for knowledge and understanding. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. This encourages us to keep looking for new information. Asking yourself, what would Socrates do, can help you deal with tough situations by encouraging you to use critical thinking, be fair, and be open-minded. It's a call to action to question what you believe, think carefully about other people's points of view, and approach problems with a calm, thoughtful attitude. This Socratic attitude isn't just a way to think, it's also a way to live. It encourages us to accept the journey of learning and to approach each new experience with curiosity and a willingness to learn. This Socratic humility not only helps us grow as people, but it also makes our relationships and society as a whole more harmonious. By following this timeless piece of advice, we can go beyond our own opinions and biases and get closer to the truth, real wisdom, and a better understanding of the world. Socrates, a famous Greek philosopher, is remembered for his profound knowledge and dedication to seeking the truth. By asking ourselves, what would Socrates do, we can get help making decisions and approaching problems in a thoughtful way. Here are some simple ways to apply this classic advice to your life. Think carefully. Socrates was known for his method of questioning, which involves asking questions to understand and clarify ideas. Don't take things at face value, or instead, think about them carefully and ask yourself questions about the assumptions, reasons, and effects. Keep your mind open, always be willing to learn something new, and consider different points of view. Socrates was always looking for the truth, which made him willing to challenge accepted beliefs and think about new ideas. Think about how you feel. Take the time to think about yourself and how you feel. Socrates thought that knowing yourself was a key part of being wise. Be aware of your prejudices, assumptions, and mental habits so you can make better choices. Value humility. Socrates said that the only thing he knew was that he didn't know everything. Accepting this kind of humility keeps us on the lookout and helps us grow as people. Be kind. Socrates believed in the power of kindness and respect in conversation. Even when we disagree with someone, we should treat them with respect and try to understand their point of view. By making these Socratic principles a part of our lives, we can make our thoughts and actions more fair and careful, helping us live more meaningful and enlightened lives. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoic philosophy and the principles that can guide us toward inner peace and resilience. If you found these insights valuable, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Your support helps us continue to share these timeless teachings with more people. Share this video with others who might benefit, and let's build a community dedicated to personal growth and wisdom. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing more with you soon. Stay strong and serene.